Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone's enjoying this beautiful sedative Sunday. It's kind of like a really mellow day for me. I've been running all morning, but it's still a mellow day. So let's get into it. I did some shuffling, I did some channeling. I kind of like my station as channeled messages because most of my messages are channeled and they're channeled through the cards that are coming out and they're channeled through the thoughts that I'm saying and they're channeled through it. All of my channeling is everything that comes out of my mouth, and that's what is channeled. And I think everybody's like that. You just don't realize it. So my messages are channeled and I'm gonna stick with that because that's what source is telling me I need to do. So let's get right into this. We had some beautiful cards fly out of the meditation that I did and some great messages. And I'm just going to keep going with these messages because I think these messages really have a lot of meaning right now for everybody. The first card that I got was the Counselor, the 12 of Water, and he is actually beautiful. And as you can see, we're getting a lot of pointing to our throat chakra, which is our voice. We need to use our voice more. We need to get the word out. We need to talk to people. I talked to a very beautiful young lady at Walmart today, and she's very open to a lot of things. We all really need, we're getting people that are coming into our space that are like our tribe. We connect to them, and it's wonderful to have that connection with people. He also, if you look at it, we've been talking about the third eye, the trickster, which I think it is. That's the heart. It's telling you to go back to the heart space. And this is the third eye over the crown, which is connected to source, in my opinion. So that's my opinion, but that's where I'm getting most of my messages from is my crown chakra, and I can feel it in my heart. So we need to right now, this counselor, I'm not even going to, it's a time that, what the book, I'll say a little bit about what the book is saying. The counselor of water represents one who stands high, an elder, advisor, or wise man or woman whom the king or queen calls upon to discuss their feelings regarding a situation of experience or concern. Look beyond the words to the emotions, mixed or confused emotions. Listen, hear. A time of question and mixed emotions. Seek objective counsel, an emotional complex situation, a lack of empathy, and opportunities for understanding. Be receptive, not rejecting. Our feelings preventing a resolution. A lot of times you try and talk with people and it's just not going to work. I've tried to talk to people before and it's just not, it's not a connection. So you just got to remember that it's not the right time. And I think the counselor, we will find people that are willing to use their voice and willing to use their throat chakra right now, and some that had to go within. So you will meet the right people right now that are ready to take this journey. And some won't talk, some will talk, but some need to go in for a while. It isn't that they aren't talking. It's that, at one point I had to go in and be silent. I had to worry about myself. I had to do some self-healing because I wouldn't have been able to counsel or help anyone. So that's where it is right there with the counselor. And I really think that that's what that is telling us, the ripple effect of the wise people coming forward in our lives and teaching us things that we need to learn. I also had a clarifier for that one bounce out. And it was the King of Pentacles. It was trust. Protect what is yours while helping those on their way up the ladder. Enjoy the rewards that success brings. This is a trustworthy, protective person. We're going to start to find people that come in our tribe that we can trust, that we feel comfortable with, and we all have that potential. It is coming, and we have a lot coming forward. There was a lot in this reading that is going to come out. We are going to start finding people show up in our lives that are going to help us see what we need to see, and then we'll be able to help other people see what they need to see. And it's like a frequency. I might carry a frequency that someone resonates with, and I might not. The next card that come out was the 15, Abundance. And this is a beautiful card. She is completely, she's got babies in a nest with mama bird. She's got animals all around her. She's got the fruits here. She's got the dragon. She's got the Celtic sign. She's got everything here. And she's very, very content. And she also has, which is interesting, she's got blue tattoos, one on her face and one on her arm. And she's got the golden dragon. So, abundance is a state of plenty. Abundance is a feeling. Abundance surrounds you. Have faith and conviction. Now, we got the faith card the other day. I think we really need to step into our faith and put our armor on of the warrior within, because that's where we're going. That's where we're coming to. Complete trust is required. We just got the trust card. Your rainy day is today. Determine your goals and reasons and set intentions. A state of contentment, not influenced by external factors. Relax and enjoy yourself. Generosity ripples outward. The more you give, the more you receive. Appreciation and be grateful. I can feel that. I mean, I really think that people either don't give enough or they just, they give too much. So there is that happy medium with that. And with that card, I got success, 6 of Wands, and we've been getting the success card quite a bit. This is your time to shine, so don't hold back. You deserve every success. Between the abundance, the trust, and the counselor, I think that we are going to have the elders, the ancestors, the wise ones step forward and start teaching us things. And when they teach us and we can trust them and we feel within that we can trust them, the abundance and the success will flow right along with all of that. Now, the next card that I got was a really interesting card because I have been talking about this for a while now. And this is a number 11. It's the masculine and feminine. It's a fire sign. And put aside the gender stereotypes. We are both masculine and feminine. Masculine energy serves to protect, feminine energy serves to nurture. Too much of one, not enough of the other. Time to evaluate and realign. Allowing the energy to increase and EBV, embrace the energy that best suits your needs. The 11 of Fire is a balancing and realignment card. It symbolizes the importance of balancing our masculine and feminine energies and to remind us we are and always will be a mix of both. Our physical gender is irrelevant. The 11 of Fire asks that we look beyond gender stereotypes to how we respond and react to day-to-day experiences. On an energetic level, our masculine aspect serves to protect self and others, while our feminine aspects serve to nurture self and others. In simplicity society, a typical male will embody a more masculine energy than female. They are characteristically more aggressive and forceful, but also very protective of those that feel they need to protect. However, they are more apt to use physical force and aggression to protect. However, they will. A typical female, however, will embody more feminine energy than masculine. They are desired to protect the vulnerable. They will generally use diplomacy and dialogue in order to determine an option that avoids conflict. We really need, and this is telling you that we really need to connect with our masculine and feminine and our inner child, because with that, I got the balance card. And the balance card is the justice. Take a particular approach. If you need to make a decision, go with what is realistic rather than idealistic. The solution doesn't need to be perfect, just workable. If a decision that affects you is made by others, accept it as the best they can do at this time. Calm decisions, integrity, truth. Right now, there's a lot of people out of balance. I know after that hurricane, I was out of balance, and boy, I got back in balance quickly. another energy, Julia Stubbe, that really helped me with the Galactic Channel. And this is basically pointing it out. I mean, we have to go within. We have to get that feminine, masculine, and the inner child. And if we are out of balance, we will know it, because the other card that I got was self, number 14, 5. Establish a unique and individual identity. Be free of definitions and labels. You have unlimited potential. How has your past shaped you? Identity is fluid and changing. Who you are is for you to determine. Are you trying to fit with the wrong crowd? Know who you are. Who do you wish to become? A path of loving expansion. Let go of the herd mentality. Think for yourself. Now, with the self card and the masculine and feminine card, and I've been talking about the inner child and the balancing, the success, the abundance, the trust, and the wise coming forward. That's right now, that's what's happening. You're going to find a lot of wise people out there. They're all going to help us all identify with what we're missing in our life. If we're looking for it out there, we're not going to find it. We're only going to find it within. Now, I did get 2 more cards that flew out, and I took them just because of the cards they were. The one card I got was the sun, happiness, growth, children, joy, protection, holiday success. Think about this. Had the counselor, we're going to trust them. We have the abundance and the success. But these 3 cards, if you look at them, how they come out. This one come out first. This is the masculine, feminine. This is the balance. And then this is the self. These 3. And then happiness, which is the child, the children playing, the inner child. I keep saying the masculine and feminine will balance everything out with one's self. And the other card that come out that I decided to take because it was such a beautiful card was the 9 of Cups, wish. You can feel blessed for life you have. It's time to celebrate. So this is going to be when we can make it to where we're going in this spiritual completion, and we will get there sooner or later. We will find our balance and our harmony. It'll be complete and we will be successful. That's what we have to look forward to. It will happen. So now I did the Gateway of Light activation, and wow, they really came out. They are flying out. These cards, I guess I needed to get them. This was the first card that came out. And this is Star Gathering. Stars align, remembering home and soul family. And like I said, I have been coming in contact with a lot of people who have a lot of my opinions on how I feel about the spiritual and about life. And it's a beautiful thing right now. And that's what's happening. We're all starting to meet and remember people that were connected to us in past lives, our soul tribe. There's something powerful about looking up into the midnight sky, seeing the vast openness. We recognize that we are part of something that is beyond our understanding. This card brings that feeling directly to us, that feeling of utter connectedness to the stars, where we fall in and out of the dream state and wonder about the meaning of life, the universe, and everything. Star Gathering is a powerful card. It's the energy of home. Before we joined the cycle of life as a human being, we were part of the cosmos. And that feeling of being connected to the stars is a memory of what we were before. This card reminds us that we have star power and star potential, but we are not the only star in the world. For when we switch on our light, we attract more star energy and even our own star family. Visualize yourself shining like a star in the heart of the universe. See yourself radiating warmth and light. Let your energy become magnetic and draw more light and other stars to you. Be open to identify these beings. They are your family. Your message, the stars have aligned. You have found the lost pieces of yourself and your energy, and now is your time to shine. You are magnetic, attracting people's energies and opportunities that will allow your dreams to unfold. This is a time of wishes fulfillment. All of your dedication, focus, and dreaming has paid off, and now you can reap the rewards. It's important for you to know that this plane of existence is your rightful place and not to spend too much time trying to transcend this reality, for you choose to be here at this time. Make the most of this powerful opportunity. If you are feeling particularly connected to certain individuals at this time, it's because you are finding your star family, beings you connect with before you entered the cycle of physical incarnation. And as long as you are connected to yourself, you are home. What did I just say? That's pretty interesting that card, I didn't read that card, but that is a beautiful card. We are connecting. I can feel it. I can feel it every time I connect with somebody. I could feel when I connected with that beautiful young lady today at Walmart. The next card that came out was the Halls of Learning, Spirit Guides, Confirmation, and Great Lessons. And it's all gold. It's like that golden palace of Shambhala. Or Shamahala, yeah, Shamahala. Or we could say Shangri-La. The Halls of Learning, also sometimes known as the Great Halls, are an etheric retreat dedicated to spiritual knowledge. They are a training space for all souls, including those on earth, spiritual guides, and those between lives. They have been visited by many spiritual seekers, seers, and mediums over the years and have been described as a giant, somewhat gothic university building with marble flooring, spiral staircases, and tall bookcases. Some have said these halls are home to the Akashic. We've been getting the Akashic records a lot. Akashic records, see page 34. While others have wondered if they are connected to the halls of Ameneti, I can confirm that these are actually two different retreats. Ultimately, this etheric retreat is an ancient mystery school. We got the Akashic records the other day, and it talked about the mystery school. Are we starting to visit the mystery school in our dreams and in our conscious mind? I think is what's happening. Ultimately, this etheric retreat is an ancient mystery school, and it is particularly powerful for those who are opening up their psychic and clairvoyant abilities. If this gateway comes to you, often it brings confirmation that your psychic gifts are strengthening. Also, if the idea of an ancient mystery school in the astral realm seems familiar, there's a good chance that you've been here during dream time or even between incarnations. These great halls are held within the heart of Source and are projections of the divine mind's infinite intelligence. When we visit them, we are connecting directly with the wisdom of Source. It's a beautiful card. Connect. Think about a challenging time or lesson you are facing and say, Source and wisdom keepers of the halls of learning, thank you for revealing to me the pattern, trauma, and wound that has created this lesson so I can heal it once and for all. Then listen carefully. You know, a lot of times when we're in meditation, we have to listen. If we're just praying and praying and praying and praying, we're not listening. We have to listen. We can't just talk all the time. And we really don't have to speak the prayer because Source can read your conscious mind. So I think we need to listen more because people don't listen. People are in a hurry all the time and people don't want to listen. They don't want to take the time to listen. And that's a big mistake in this world right now. Your message, you are on the path to great learning. Spiritual beings are drawing close to support you. If you are facing challenging or difficult circumstances or have just moved through such a time, you are being called to review what you have learned about yourself. If you are still feeling overwhelmed by a certain event or asking why it happened, call on Source and your guides to reveal to you the pattern, trauma, and wound that has contributed to this challenge. If you aren't experiencing challenging energy, the reason is that you've made huge progress on your spiritual journey. So much so that your perspective has shifted so that you can view every challenge as a window of opportunity. The halls of learning gateway indicate that your spiritual gifts are developing at this time. Okay, the next card that got out come out is the Emerald Tablet Activation, Cosmic Ordering, Divine Alchemy, and Conscious Manifesting. Look at that. That is a beautiful card. Look at the colors in that card. Reminds me of the earth. The Emerald Tablet is one of the most celebrated of the Hermetic texts, a series of sacred Egyptian Greek texts from the 2nd century or earlier. They form the basis of a spiritual tradition that brings together science and spirituality through investigations into the cosmos, mind, and nature. Most of the texts are a series of dialogues between a teacher and a student and are based on the concept of alchemy, the art of turning lead into gold, or something that is leaden and heavy into a golden opportunity. The Emerald Tablet is said to have been carved on a bright green stone that was transported to Egypt around the fall of Atlantis and stored in the halls of Ameni. See page 76. Under the Great Pyramid, although this legend is widespread, the origins of the text is shrouded in mystery. We do know that is made up of 14 passages, which first appeared in a book written sometime between the 6th and 18th centuries and has been highly influential. Its most famous statement is, as above, so below, meaning that what is in the high heavens is reflected upon the earth. The author signs off as Hermes Trismegistus, which is another name for Thoth, who is featured in this deck. See page 159, and is thought to have been the priest king of Atlantis. The idea is that he knew of the approaching end of the civilization and hid the Emerald Tablet and many other teachings in order to preserve them for spiritual aspirants in the future. Recite the Emerald Tablet most famous words, as above, so below, working the miracles of one. All things come from one. Your message, when the Emerald Tablet activation card appears, you are being called to remember the gifts you are carrying from previous lifetimes. Even if you don't always understand how to express them, there's a part of you that knows you hold great power within. This is a special time for you to use the power to bring into manifestation all that you need for your life to unfold in a way that is in alignment with your best interests. All that has unfolded so far has given you the opportunity to learn and grow, even the unsettling moments. But you are a master alchemist with the capacity to take all that was once challenging and use it to create positive opportunities for yourself. As above, so below, all the thoughts you send up to source will contribute to your evolution of Earth. That was a really, really beautiful card. And it said to see pages to say. Halls of May 76, and it said Toth 159. So the Toth light codes. So we're going to read it since it said something about that, and I'll find the card in a minute. Thoth, pronounced Thoth, also known as Tahuti, is the ancient Egyptian ibis, headed god of writing, divine magic, and the moon. Acknowledged as the sacred scribe who created writing, he is considered to be the great mind behind the maintainer of the Egyptian universe. It is said he was the priest king of Atlantis and was dedicated to leading the Atlantean people in a loving way that was firm but fair. However, matter how hard he tried to direct them, many of them didn't obey the spiritual laws of the universe, which inevitably led to the end of their civilization. The gateway takes you to a space where you can connect with the energetic frequency that Thoth carries. As a master teacher of the stars, he holds space to you to connect with some of the greatest gifts from the lifetime and the many others you've lived. Toss primarily teaching is spirit integrity, and he's working alongside a powerful congregation of evolved souls, the ascended Atlanteans, to guide those who are ready to increase their awareness. He specializes in helping those who are finding it difficult to make spiritual progress, to rise above the aspects of their life that are holding them back, and he helps awaken the teacher within. We really have a lot of the teacher thing, and I've really felt that coming forward after I've learned it was like I've already been in mystery school and I've already been through earth school, and I've been doing that for many, many, many years. It started with crystals and natural healing, and then it went to herbals and other things, and then it went to the tarot reading and the spiritual teaching, and it led me to people that taught me, and I may have taught them something. I don't know, but that's how it seems like it's going right now. So it's been an interesting journey, I can say that. You are blessed to connect with Thoth. You are going through a powerful set of light initiations at this time, and these are preparing you to lead and teach from a powerful space of love. In order to complete the process, there will be a release of old ideas and limiting stories, but this is necessary for you to connect with the true power within you. Don't be concerned by the intensity of the energies that surround you right now. Facing shadow parts of yourself and your story is essential for connecting with divine magic, and evolving beings of light are there to lead the way. If you have any concerns or fears at this time, know that when fear gets loud, it's because you're on the cusp of something extremely powerful. Now, let me find the Thoth card. Now, Thoth light codes, light initiation, great teacher, awakening, and divine magic. That's the Thoth card. Beautiful. So, I'm starting to think that if I looked back on the cards that I've pulled from this Gateway of Light activation and the few tarot cards I use for looking into the cards, and the other cards, that it's giving us a message, a big, big, big message. So one of these days, what I'm going to do is go back and listen to what I had said and pull some of the cards and kind of piece them together like a puzzle and see what it's telling us, because there is some big messages in these cards. Today, what was interesting is that two cards came out of the Soul Helper Oracle, which I usually only get one, but two flew out, so I kept them. And the two that flew out, and what was really, really interesting, was the 41, the Lotus Within You awakens. You are a master in light on high. We just got that the other day. We got the Lotus card. And I'm going to read it, but I wrote something down that I had read, and I noticed that in the Shambhala story, it talked about the lotus flower. The lotus flower is at your purest of spiritual awakening. When you start seeing the lotus flower and feeling the lotus flower is the seventh chakra. It refers to as the thousand petal lotus chakra. This is the top of the seventh and located at the crown of the head. I keep saying the crown. The lotus is our source of enlightenment and spiritual connection to all that is. So, and I love the story of this, and I know I have some things that I had wrote down. Activation is waking up all the wisdom from within, connecting to our ancestral information of intelligence from lifetimes after lifetime. The human is comprised of forms of stars. I've been writing things down in my dream journal when I get them. And that was one thing that I got the other day. But I'm going to reread the lotus flower because I think when I read this, I think we really need to think about what I'm saying. Because I got two cards. I'm going to read the second one. But this one came out the other day, and I already read this. When you hold this card in your hand, all the choirs of angels will be looking down upon you. You are now ready and will surpass yourself and become an inspiration for all beings in all worlds, in all times and all dimensions. You are awakened and following your soul path as a master. Think about the image of the lotus in the card. The lotus has its roots in the mud of a lake bed and grows inexorably toward the light. Just like you, it rises up through the murky water at the bottom of the lake, just as you outgrow your base feeling and emotions. However, its final goal is yet to come. It grows up through the clear waters just below the surface and finally unfurls its beauty, but only when it has found the light just like you, again, just like you. Its fragrance, its true beauty, is at last released into the air, the element of pure thought, pure spirit, and wisdom. The path that it follows from the mud of the lake fed through to the surface cannot spoil its faultliness, beauty, dim its radiance, or distort its bewitching magical scent. All that the lotus is, you are too. It represents rebirth, fertility, clarity, purity, and perfection. Its fragrance, however, is its true magic, as it transports us, liberating us from the illusion of time. Your soul is like the fragrance of the lotus. You can walk in all time, all worlds, and all dimensions. You might think that you are none of these things, nor are you wise or a master. But know that there is no time. Everything is now. Start to believe you yourself are the light from the future that shines on and guides you. You have long since been a master in light on high. I love that card. I mean, that is such an amazing message because we have all come from sometimes a murky, muddy, bad place and we blossom into something amazingly beautiful. Now, this card flew out. And like I said, I kept both the cards because the lotus, I think, is giving us a message again because we needed to hear it again. But we got a number 43, and it's have courage, awaken the warrior of light within you. She is, to me, all fire, and she is fighting. She is fighting the things that are coming towards her. She is ready. She is at her master state within, and she is ready to fight anything that comes her way. This card will guide you on the path of the light-filled warrior. It indicates that you should face up to the challenges of life. The light-filled warrior does not become angry over difficult situations or attempt to blame others for their own suffering. The deceit, lies, or pain that encounter in life, instead, they are courageous and overcome all the lies they tell themselves. If they lack a courageous heart, they will have no love of life. Your soul is calling on you to be brave, to climb life's peak and not to fear the lows. Everything helps to support the growth of your consciousness, the success and the highs, along with the defeats and the lows. That's a great message for this whole reading. The journey on which you find yourself is long, and no one can predict how it will be, whether it will be safe and whether it will bring you great suffering or deep joy. This journey is an adventure. Do not be afraid. Wake up and wake up the light-filled warrior within you. It will be your protection. Fight the light within you and for the light in this world by protecting it and letting it grow. And never again seek someone to blame. They do not exist. Your destiny is not controlled by others, but is entirely in your hands. You will always react to the impulse emanating emanating from you. You are the one who creates the success and victories in your life, not to mention the defeats. It is recognizing this that makes a wise warrior. However, this card is also an indication that your heart is in danger. This delicate, sensitive place must not be defiled. Put your inner warrior on guard at its door. Avoid all forms of trouble and altercations over the next 21 days. Stay home and let everything in the outside world simply pass you by. Your warrior will give you the strength and centeredness that you will need. The power animal is the ibex, the herbal essential is the rosemary, and the healing crystal is the black tourmaline, and the number is the 7. I think that's a great card to end this reading with. The number 7 indicates that you should only trust the magic of your heart. You will be given the gift of light that makes a deep connection between you and the mystery of your life. Over the next few days, fill your soul path with love, even more than usual. Love every moment, love everything and everyone, and you will become the magic of your heart. The energy field of number 7 is like a gateway of light. It is death, birth, magic, light, and the completion of a stage in life. Number 7 brings new soul paths. That was a great reading, and that was a great message for everybody. And I think it's almost like repeating itself, because we have to work on self, because we can't go around changing. If we want a better world, if we want a better place to live, we can't go looking at everybody else. We have to start with ourselves. So that is my message for today. And it's a beautiful day out right now here in Florida. I think it's like 80 degrees out. I've been running all morning. I had a lot of things to do, and I'm just going to have an easy like Sunday morning day. And I've got to cut up a watermelon and do some things outside and enjoy my day. And I think everybody should. I think we should all go get grounded a little bit today, hug a tree, and maybe play with a squirrel or something. I got some little squirrels out there and some birds I've been enjoying for a while now. So I want everybody to have a beautiful day, and I love everybody. And may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.